Hello everyone! This is Maki. The release date for the second Hathaway's Flash movie is slowly getting closer. This time, I would like to introduce a character who appears in the story. Kimberly Heyman. His scenes were cut from the first movie. His name was mentioned in conversations between the characters, but he did not appear on screen. He will most likely appear in the second movie, but first-time viewers might be confused. Without giving anything away, I would like to explain who Kimberly is as a character. That way, when he appears, you will be able to enjoy the story. If you like, please consider supporting the Earth Federation forces through the 99-cent monthly membership. We promise to protect your safety. As a bonus, you will receive a name badge and comment stamps. Now, let's begin the discussion. The movie version of Kimberly's design has not yet been revealed. However, he does appear in the comics. There are multiple designs for the characters who appear in Hathaway's Flash. One that often comes up in discussion among fans is probably Kenny's leg. The design that appears in the games has been around for many years. Many people are more accustomed to seeing Kenneth with blonde hair and a hairstyle similar to Charles and Nobles. In the comic book version, the movie character designs are used. Mr. Roaki Sabishi, who worked on the comic version, seems to draw using the movie character designs. The Kimberly that appears in the film is likely to have the same design as the comic book version. Now, let's take a look at Kimberly Heyman's appearance in the comics. He is Colonel Kimberly, the commanding officer of the Earth Federation Forces unit, stationed in Australia. Kimberly is a military officer entrusted with an extremely important role. He is the commanding officer of the unit responsible for defending Adelaide, the capital of the Earth Federation. However, during this time, the Earth Federation forces faced no major opposition. Consequently, many soldiers lacked real combat experience and practical knowledge. Because of this, despite being tasked with the crucial role of capital defense, the position was in reality almost an honorary post. There are no scenes depicting him wearing a military uniform. Instead, he is repeatedly depicted flattering politicians in a way that leaves a strong impression on the reader. Kimberly holds the same rank as Kenneth and Bright Noah, yet he is portrayed as little more than an amateur soldier. Even when Mafty's attack begins, he panics and cannot issue accurate orders. He becomes confused when Minovsky particles cause radio interference. He doesn't even know about the military's underground communication lines. It is only after a subordinate points them out that he finally remembers their existence. Instead of directing the units under his command, he tries to contact politicians. A subordinate urgently informs him that the troops will not be able to respond in time unless he commands them. This portrayal of Kimberly contrasts sharply with that of Kenneth. Kenneth is depicted as someone who makes calm, rational decisions. In the first movie, there is a scene in which he rides a horse. He makes this decision while traveling through a city thrown into chaos by Mafty's attack. They thought horses were a better option than cars, which lost time due to damaged roads and traffic jams. Consequently, Kenneth successfully moves through the scene faster than anyone else by using a horse. Kimberly also serves to highlight Kenneth's excellence. Kimberly was also responsible for dealing with Mafty. However, he placed great importance on how politicians evaluated him. Because of that, he was unable to respond effectively. In the first movie, there is a scene where Goman is surprised and asks if things really changed this much just because the commander changed. This line explains that during past attacks, operations were easy to carry out because the opposing force was under Kimberly's command. However, once Kenneth became commander, carrying out operations became much more difficult. Now, with Kenneth as the new commander, Kimberly becomes extremely anxious. This is because politicians judge him as someone who lacks the ability to carry out his duties properly. Therefore, Kimberly decides to take action to earn achievements while he still holds command authority. This leads directly into the final scene of the first movie. Kimberly launches an attack against a force calling itself Mafti. This force is referred to in conversations among Hathaway and the others as the Ombre Army. Of course, the Ombre Army is not the real Mafti. However, such facts are meaningless to Kimberly. All that matters to he is earning credit for defeating a force called Mafti. With this mindset, Kimberly commands a unit of mobile suits to attack the Ombre Army. This leads directly to the footage shown in the promotional video. A city engulfed in flames. The narrator says there are a large number of bodies. These are all the results of Kimberly's actions as he desperately tried to earn credit. However, some elements differ slightly from the novel version. For example, Kimberly commands a mobile suit unit and attacks the Ombre Army. The Ombre Army is not a regular military force. It is essentially a terrorist group. They are not equipped with weapons capable of standing up to mobile suits. Now, let's take a closer look at the final scene of the first movie. The head of a destroyer's Federation Forces mobile suit is shown. The Earth's Federation flag is also shown burning. It seems that the second movie will include scenes in which Kimberly makes serious mistakes. Let's look forward to seeing Kimberly Haven's role and actions within the story. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope to see you again in the next episode.